Welcome to the Blackskins podcast. It's Money Monday, and I just want to give you my testimony today. Today we're going to testify about some money. You know how people testify? They say something like, oh, I had this happen for me and that happened for me. Well, all that ain't 100% accurate at this time, but I'm going to show you some money. I'm going to show you how. You see that ash away? We're going to get this ash away from my hand. You see my hand looking ashy? So we're going to deal with just a little bit of my product. And you see what it do. How it changed the whole dynamic. It's like, I definitely putting the shine on. You can see the ash right here is going away. It's gone. Ash on this hand is, you see my hand is so shining, it's crazy. Gotta wipe it off. And now I'm gonna really show you. I'll put it on my face and head. All right. Now I'm shining in the light. And I ain't feeling greasy or uptight. I want to create a thanks for giving us a product that can help folks look a little better in front of the light. All you influencers should be buying this from me so you can look your very best. You see it? Look your very best in front of the light. Ash away and shine on for every day. Let me get this out of my bag. In my bag, I was writing about the bag. And the bag is what we doing our best to talk about on Money Monday. So I can talk personally. I told you I'm going to testify. I don't have to lie or rely on nobody else's lies. I got my own thoughts, which is what make us strategize and plan. So why do I wear this outfit on Money Monday? Because in my vision, I see myself wearing my jumpsuit, which is part of the Blackskins clothing line. We're getting it all together now. And you see the jumpsuit there. The extra black picture, that's me. And I envision myself wearing this jumpsuit with a big knot in my pocket. You know, I asked them to make the pants bigger just so I can be able to have a big knot in my pocket with nothing but hundreds and fifties. And that's happening. You know, literally, they making the pants bigger with bigger pockets for that purpose. So I thought we'd talk about that a little bit on Monday Monday, that the clothing line is already happening. How we going to make money? We're going to sell you jogging suits. We're going to sell you football jerseys, baseball jerseys, basketball jerseys, t-shirts, varsity jackets, and t-shirts with messages on them. Like, you know, we've come up with blessed or rested. I think that would be a cool t-shirt. You know, everybody do better. That's a cool t-shirt. No niggering. Probably be the greatest t-shirt ever made. Now we're about to get real. Because it's time for realness. On Money Monday, first thing we need to talk to you about is our platform. The vow is there. You want money, you better make a vow. Now, let's not play any games about what we want, why we want it, and what we willing to do to get it. okay? A lot of times, people get second chances. Not because you deserve a second chance, but because the Creator already knew who He wanted you to work through. And you ain't work it out the first time, so you have to go through a whole cycle of life and come back to the same source again. How many times you got to begin from the beginning? How many times you got to have a 7-year cycle rotate for you to come right back to the same trough you was at before? You just didn't get more. Now you're ready to get something. I'm here to tell you that if you truly want something, money is cool. Position, purpose on your mission, family is key. For me, now and forevermore, I believe what Habakkuk said about writing a vision and making it plain, that he that readeth will run from it. And some of them, if they smart, they going to run to it. They ain't going to hope to, they going to actually do it. Because it ain't about being motivated to get. It's about being concentrated and having a discipline to keep going. You ain't going to every day wake up motivated. You ain't going to always be set in your mind to do. But if you got the discipline, regardless of what you go through, you're going to make sure that the task that was accountable to you get done. And that's the only way you're going to overcome. I am enlightened to launch multiple billion-dollar platforms that helps everybody do better. I will give weekly messages of healing and positive media broadcasting that promotes critical thinking through reflections, recordings, and resolutions. I ask not for divine providence or more riches, but more wisdom which to accept to use wisely the riches I received at birth in the form to control and direct my mind to whatever ends YAHReal wills. I'm always going to bring the Most High Yahuwah into what I'm talking about. Because without His saving grace, without His reverence being mentioned, we wouldn't even be here. We wouldn't even be able to be clear in mind. And we wouldn't have the help of favor. You need favor. You want anything, you want to have favor. Because not everybody gets accepted. You want money? We live in a country where everything is regulated. If you want to be any professional entity, chances are it's going to require some type licensing, some type schooling, some type ruling that you done passed the test. You done went through the evaluation process in order to get the accreditation. But somebody is going to be there reviewing your application, looking at your implementation of your thoughts. And they're either going to accept you into their institution so you can do the work to earn the ability to earn economic freedom, or you can apply and they reject you. And then you have to go about figuring out how you can get economic freedom without accreditation, without somebody else's stamp of approval. How can you move to the higher heights with what you got. And what are you building? What are you shielding to keep sacred for yourself? What is the purpose that you have? When I read my vow, it gives me my direct purpose. When I say I'm enlightened to launch multiple billion-dollar platforms, each day is a platform. Each mission that I give forth, when I do Blessed Arrested every morning, delivering a song and music review, that's a platform. When I give you I'ma Go Green, and I tell you about these lights that we got, and how they can shine with or without the utility, that's a platform. When I get on here and I show you I was ashy, but then I put on Ash Away, our product that give you the shine. Look at, I'm shining, baby. You see me put it on. I did it right in front of you. I came to you ashy. Then I solved that problem with a product. How do you get money? You got to come up with something. You got to have something. I'm wearing the Blackskins clothing. I just showed you 3 ways that we should be getting infinite sources of income coming in, trickling in on the regular, whether it's the lights, whether it's the cosmetics, whether it's the clothing. And then I'm going to talk to you about some other things that makes those things that I just spoke about happen and manifest. The man that's blessed don't just sit around waiting for somebody else's approval. When your approval don't come, that's when we come up with the brilliance. That's when we do reflections and know where we've been and know that those times come back again. And how we did it before, thinking better about how we did it before, recognizing the mistakes that we had last time we had the same opportunity. Opportunities change, things rearrange, but you got to have the right sequence so you can know the difference of you getting to where the Creator wants you to be. I see the vision clearly because I write it down. I got a notepad with papers coming out everywhere. You know, I write it once, I write it twice. I write it till it get looking nice and clear, where anybody can sit there and see it and know that it's in the making. First of all, we have to take our previous experiences and allow those previous experiences to help us move forward. Juneteenth, we get the opportunity to work with a utility company we've already had successes with. Did I do the best with the opportunity the first time I had it? I can definitely tell you no. I can tell you I sowed seeds, but some seeds were not sown correctly. And we didn't respect the abundance that could have been, that would have been had we focused just a little bit more. Since we had ourselves spread thinly, we were trying our best to be friendly to anybody who wanted the help. But that wasn't the greatest help that we needed. Had I just focused on 1 or 2, that instead of me slicing up the pie, so many different slices, and only a few people able to get a little bit. Now, I'm thinking, I don't even want to slice the pie no more. I don't want a slice of the pie. We baking whole pies. And we giving out whole pies. So if I'm wise, now I see it as taking the opportunity and letting just one take control of it and hold it. Taking responsibility. Taking the initiative to learn dedication. I can't motivate you and it work. I have to show you my discipline. I can only give you an example of what to do. I don't want anybody to don't think less of yourself because you are young. You still part of the family. Be an example to all believers in what you say and the way you live, in your love, your faith, and your purity. I want to be an example. I'm going to continue doing what I'm supposed to do on a daily basis. Every day, we're going to make sure that Blessed Arrested is brought forth. Every week, we're going to make sure that Truth Thursday ministry continues moving forward. Every Monday, we're going to come to you with the Money Monday podcast. Every Tuesday, we're going to come to you with the Royalty Tuesday podcast. Every Wednesday, we're going to come to you with the Wisdom Wednesday podcast. Every Thursday, we're going to come to you with the total review of the Truth Thursday podcast. Every Friday, we're going to come to you with another podcast called Gratitude for Food Friday. We're going to stay doing what the Creator told us to do. And as we continue with consistency, we continue to build. We continue to reveal what the Creator wants us to do to heal. Healing ain't no fast process. I'm not trying to tell you one thing to get you to heal. I hope that as we continue on this journey together, your healing is revealed through consistency, being persistent, and wanting something better for yourself. Wanting to see everybody do better is the reaction that I'm hoping that comes from our interaction. You looking beyond yourself. You looking beyond what you want in your bank account. And thinking about how you can help and participate in everybody do better. And when you do that, things going to start coming together for you. It's going to come together because now you are part of, you are participating in the building of the kingdom. And that satisfies the Most High. If you don't forget to reverence and know who to reverence and know why to reverence, know who woke you up, know who brought you up and built you up and healed you up and filled you up with the Spirit. Having the truth in you, having the proof in you. And when you ain't got the proof, you got to hold the Heavenly Father to His word and say, you said if I did this, then you going to be accountable. You going to make sure I'm sustained. Well, I'm believing and I'm trusting you and I'm holding you to your word. Oh, the Creator love that. Love that. That you even know the word to hold them to. So, what I do is I write the vision and I make it plain. I say the things that bring forth life. I don't want any negative energy around me or my family or my associates. I don't even want negative energy between me and my enemies. So, as I see me better and clearer, I can get a better understanding of how the new opportunity, the old bag that we was in, yes, it's coming back, the same source coming back, but now they have new tasks that they want from us. Before, we was putting in lights. The way these lights even came about is because I was working with the utility, and they said, put lights in homes. So this bright light that's shining on me right now is a light that came about from me putting in lights for the utility. I'm grateful for that 100-watt Armor Glow. It can put my eyes in the glaze if I look directly at it. I'm respecting now that they have new measures that they want us to do in the home. Now they want us to spray some foam and do some caulking around the penetrations in the attic and the crawl spaces. They want us to take duct tape, and the real heavy duty duct tape that's actually used for ducts. Yes, you didn't know that duct tape is used for HVAC ducts. So they want us to take the duct tape and put the tape around all of the joints and enclosures actually where the air is distributed around the home. So that would be our new way of submitting invoices and getting money. This is Money Monday, so I'm going to tell you the way that we have done it. I told you before, if you looked at previous episodes, I told you how we started putting in lights and shower heads and aerators. Now, shower heads and aerators are still part of the program, but we are going to now be doing a little bit more towards the air sealing and duct sealing side to make sure that people are able to conserve more energy where they don't have air leakage in their home. So when they cool in their house in the summertime, they don't have to worry about that cool air going outside. And when it's the winter time, when they got the heat in their home, we don't have to worry about the cold air from outside coming in, because that's how it works. And sealing a home where it has minimal air leakage saves on the energy bill. So we will still be helping people save money, because we can't always help you earn money or make money, but the services that we do support you in saving the money you have. The math is very simple. You got to think quarterly. Quarterly, I can visualize that we have to be able to do at least one per day. We don't have to go out the way doing way more than we're capable of from the beginning. But doing one a day, we can actually defend that action because we know exactly how much it costs, estimated, to do a dozen homes. Buying enough caulking, buying enough duct tape, buying enough spray foam to get an entire home completed. And then we know how long it takes to actually get paid from submitting invoice. So the first 30 days, we have to invest in the supplies and the labor to get those first 30 homes done. The next 30 days, we have to still do the same thing. The overhead costs of the supplies and the labor have to be taken into account for us to do before we, in the third month, actually see some of those payments coming to us. By the third month, and we focus on making sure we do 30 more. But with that, now we'll actually start seeing revenue come in from them first 30 that we did on month 1. It might take to month 3 before you actually see money coming in, but long as we consistently making sure that every day we do at least one, by the 90-day mark, we already put our time in and see the payday has come in. Just like the song that was on Blessed Arrested this morning. Today, I had to go through a whole lot to get back to having space on my phone just to be able to record and give forth these messages to you. Today was the song my grandmother made, Put Your Time In, Payday Is Coming. And that's what we're doing. We're putting our time in, recognizing that it'll take the first 90 days to get the first 90 in. But then this next 90 days, if we just stay focused, if we stay disciplined, not motivated. Motivation is what it takes to get started. Discipline is what it takes to keep going for 6 months and every day participating in your plan. You can't leave your plan alone because you is the only one that is capable of fulfilling your plan. You the only one that's capable of healing your plan. And you the only one that's capable of shilling your plan when your plan don't happen. So you can choose these things. You want to lose? I don't think so. You want to get your winning on? Well, you're going to do the work necessary to make sure your money keep coming in. And if your money keep coming in and you spend according to your plan, then you will be able to withstand anything that come your way because you're going to have control of yourself. You're going to have control of building your wealth, and you're going to be on the fast track because once the cash stack, now you can enact other investments, and you can go from 0 to 10, from 10 to 20, from 20 to 40, from 40 to 80, from 80 to 160, from 160 to 320, from 320 to 640. Quick! Now, you done went from 0 to 640, and it won't even that many jumps. Definitely wasn't 10. So, before you begin to think that money is just about what you got in your bank, it's a whole lot more going on with your critical thinking. And most critical thinking, business-wise, has to be exercised quarterly. If I just thought about what I'm going to do next week or how I'm going to do this, I might not have everything in order to meet my peak. But if I can speak in reference of this is what I'm going to do over the next 90 days, then this is the outcome of the next 180 days. Knowing 2 quarters in cycle and knowing what our goals are. And to make sure that you have minimal goals when you have minimal budget. Those first 3 months, our budget will be scarce. But that budget will at least allow us to be able to do 1 a day. All we need is the corking, spray foam, duct tape, carrier bag where we can take our tools in and they look organized, shirts and hats. And you see the hat is sitting there waiting. It's already making sure that it's ready. When you see that hat gone, and you know we on to doing more. Money is being generated on a daily basis. Soon as that hat disappears. So I am very clear about this next steps. The first step is going to be what it takes for us to rep what the Creator has given us. The Creator loves us enough to give us another chance. He ain't got to give us an advance. Just a chance is enough because we've been through this. We've seen how it works. So now we just have to be more disciplined and more appreciative and grateful that the Creator has given us the ability to come back and attack this with due diligence, with reason. My purpose for this is totally different than before. When I did this the first time, I didn't have a family. I didn't have children. I didn't have a legacy that I was doing my best to set. Now I do. And I'm going to be true to it. Hallelujah.